Hi, I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. Well, I think the first thing to do is get the crap off of this tines. Because this can't be helping anything. Wedged down there pretty tight. I think that means that these roots and things have been forced into it pretty hard. Let's see. Soft face copper hammer. Instead of the pliers, I'm going to use a soft face copper hammer. There's one off. Back garage door shut. Do I go in the house? Packed in there pretty solid. Just got a bunch of crap on the end of that shaft. Let's see if we can get this up. Oh, that is on there tight. I think I'm going to have to just tear it apart. In Ryan's backyard, there's a shed. And around that shed is something called pampas grass. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's a tall grass that's really strongly rooted in the ground. And I have a feeling, since there's quite a bit of disturbed soil around the base of it, that somebody at some time tried to run this through there and dig that stuff up. Unsuccessfully, I think, because the pampas grass is still there. And this little rototiller looked like it manfully tried to tear it out by the roots. But I don't think it was successful. I think the pampas grass was of a stronger constitution than the rototiller. I'm hoping that the effects of those two things going up against each other didn't cause this little gearbox here to go south. Because there's a tiny bull gear. Yeah, little bull in there that runs against a worm gear. cloth in there too. Cloth is always good to get wrapped around the shaft because cloth will just cut right through it. You wouldn't think that cloth would be that abrasive, and it's not. But when you put cloth, string, roots, and dirt together, and they're up against something that's trying to spin, and they get wrapped tighter and tighter around it, all that sand and dirt that's in there just chews a hole right in whatever it's up against. So we'll have to see. Have to see just exactly what we have here. And I've said it myself several times, that you're never supposed to use a screwdriver as a chisel. But I think this one is no longer classified as a screwdriver, so we're going to use it. I have to be careful that I don't run up against the seal over there. I don't want to chisel my way or screwdriver my way through something that I want to keep. Yep, there is a plate right there. Oh, plastic tube, like a garbage bag or something. When you're running a rototiller, you got to understand that rototillers do really, really well against dirt, but they're not trash pickers. They don't do well against that at all, because it just wraps up in the tines and it makes a horrible mess. It causes all kinds of problems. That looks like the kind of stuff that you put down as weed barrier. That's plastic cloth, like a tarp. One side fairly cleaned up. Phew! That is a pain in the butt. They must put the motor on last thing. They assemble the base and then put the motor on. Because there's no way to reach up in there and do that easily with the motor attached. I probably should have pulled the motor first before I took the gearbox off, because it made it a lot harder to put it back on with the motor in the way of all those bolts. But live and learn. Next time, no, there won't be a next time I take this one apart, but next time I work on one like this, I'll pull the motor first. If you have any suggestions for a new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. There's more coming tomorrow, because I'm going to have this thing running. This video is not to be viewed by anyone under the age of 13 in the U.S. or 16 in the European Union, without the express written permission of the parents or legal guardians of the underage person. Such written permission must be on file at the local government entity in charge of enforcing the rules and regulations established by the FTC. Anyone violating these terms is admitting by default that they hold harmless the owners and operators of this channel. Any and all questions should be addressed to your local branch of the FTC.